Request sent.
Hi, my name's Commander Pausanias, and what I'm hoping to do today is show you the build of my Krait Mark II, which I solely use for killing Cyclops Thargoids. Not any other Thargoids, just Cyclopses. There are other builds out there for doing the other jobs. It will, at a push, do scouts, but it's mainly just for the purpose that I've just mentioned. So let's get in and go through the build. I'm not going to put up a video, including this video, anything to do with actually going out and killing one to prove it all works, because there's another video that I've got up for that, and I'll just put a link in the description below to cover that part of it, so you can see the build here and then you can prove it works with the other video. Right, so first off, hard points. I've got three 3C Guardian Shard cannons in there, and there's no modifications on those. Those are just Guardian Shard cannons. To get those is a bit of a laborious grind, and I'm not going to go into this video as to how to get those, but that's what I've got in those first three positions. In the second slot down here, I've got a 2A Guardian Shard cannon. Again, no modifications on that because that's how it comes. In this 2 slot, I've got a beam laser which is turreted, and the modifications on that is short range blaster level 5 with thermal vent. Now the thing is that your shard cannons are a short range cannon. Then they're no good over anything above 800 meters really. The closer the better, so again a short range blaster is going to be more use to you, but really I just use that for targeting a particular heart so I can see which one I'm shooting at. The thermal vent just reduces your ship's temperature slightly, so it's not a great deal of use, but it's better than nothing. Utility mounts. Again, I've got 3 point defense utility mounts. They're all with miscellaneous reinforced level 5. Now, I have tried using shield boosters in these 3 positions, but to be honest with you, I like the shields to come back quickly once they've gone down completely. 50% shields is better than nothing, so I want the shields to come back as quickly as possible. So I've put point defences in here because the reason is they will shoot down caustic missiles that are shot at you during the fight, and for that reason they're very useful. A Xeno scanner, again an essential part of the build. With this you're going to scan the Goid, you're going to find out which hearts are exerted, which ones are destroyed, and things like that after you've done the scan, so you need a Xeno scanner on the ship. There's no modification on that. Right, core internal, 1A military grade composite with heavy duty armor level 5 and deep plating. 7A power plant, overcharged power plant with level 5 with double braced modification on that, engineered modification. 6A thrusters, dirty drive tuning level 5 and drag drives. You want some decent thrusters on this ship because once you need to get, on occasions you need to get away from the Goid, and other times you're going to need to come back again. So you want to be able to do that without any trouble. And I find with the thrusters and the power plant that I've got, that I can virtually thrust all the time without any waiting for the engines to charge back up again before another thrust. 5A frame shift drive. I've got increased range level 5 with a deep charge, but I don't take this ship anywhere, so having a level 5 frame shift drive in there is just a bit of a luxury really. I keep this ship down in Thargoid land and just use it down here for killing the Thargoids because it's not really of any use for anything else. So it's up to you what you want to put in there. 4C life support, miscellaneous shield level 4. You can only go level 4 on the life support within the bubble. I know there's other place you can go to Colonia and get one, but we've got that in there now. The thing about the level 4 is this gives you 10 minutes of air supply if you lose your main screen, which I have done frequently. You can get longer ones, but I've found that 10 minutes is usually plenty to get back to the station if your windshield does blow out. 7A power distributor with charge enhanced power level 5 and double braced. 6A sensors with long range scanner level 5. Now I've got these on because when you run away from the Goid you want to know where he is still. When you come back you want to know where he is, and you need to be able to run away quite a way. I find these work up to about 13 kilometers away, so it's well worth having a good sensor range. 4C fuel tank with a capacity of 16. Again, going back to the fact that I keep this ship where it is, doesn't really matter what I put in there because I'm not going far in it at any given time. Optional. Right, I've got a 6C bi-weave shield generator in there with reinforced shields level 5 and a low draw. Again, I've gone for bi-weave because they come back quicker, and as I said before, getting them back to 50% is better than having no shields at all and waiting for ages for them to come back with other shield generators, and also with shield boosters on as well. So that's what I've gone with, a bi-weave 6C bi-weave shield generator. 6A fuel scoop. The modification on that is miscellaneous shielded level 4, but again I don't go anywhere in this ship, so I could put another pull reinforcement in there probably, which might be of some use. I'll have a think about that for the future. 5D hull reinforcement package. Heavy duty hull reinforcement level 5 with deep plating, and the same thing goes for that one there. 4E cargo rack, 16 capacity. You're going to need some limpets for repairing and also getting rid of your caustic damage during the fight. So to have 16 limpets in that slot is a very good idea. 3A auto maintenance unit with a miscellaneous shield level 4 modification. Again, with that, it's going to repair modules in your ship. And I've found that the best thing to do is to set up your right hand panel, which I'll show you in a minute, on your cockpit canopy on the repair thing. If you hear your canopy starting to crack, go straight to the repair and set the repair going straight away. I find that's a really useful thing to stop your canopy from blowing out. I'll come back to that later in the video. 3D hull reinforcements with heavy duty hull again, level 5, and deep plating again. Advanced docking computer. I like my docking computers, and the thing is after you've been out in a fight and you're a bit tense and you just want a bit of chill out time, it's nice to be able to just use the docking computer to see you back in and chill out for a bit while it's going in. 1E decontamination Olympic controller. These are what's going to decontaminate your ship of the caustic damage that you're going to get, and that damage is going to come either during the fight, and you can get rid of it if you're careful during the fight, but you must not have anything selected when you pop one out so that it clips to your ship and not what you've got selected. But the other thing is that when the fight's over, it's a good idea to decontaminate before you go back to the station. So they're essential. And then you've got your planetary approach suite that is on every ship. Right, I'll just cover the fire groups. Got 2 fire groups. Group A has just got the decontamination Olympic controller attached to it on my secondary fire button, so that's like when the fight's finished. And the B column, I've got the shard cannons on all four there on my primary fire button, and then I've got the Xeno scanner on button 2, which is what I use to scan the Goid. So you drop into an instance, the Goid's there, you go over to it within 500 meters, you scan it using the secondary button, and that tells you where all the hearts are and the damage and everything like that, which you'll see in the video. And these are the ones that you're actually going to use to do the killing with. And we've got the beam laser is also on fire button 1 as well. Just to show you on the modules, if you go before you engage the Goid, click onto cockpit canopy and just move your cursor over to repair, and then I just need to look away to close that down in VR. But if you come back to it, it's already open. If you hear your cockpit cracking, get to this as quick as you can. I'm on repair, click repair, and then it'll start to repair your cockpit. That looks like it's inactive at the moment, but I don't know if it's a bug, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but it works. But if that's on that and you're on repair, you can get the repair done on the canopy as quick as possible, and that's what you've got the AFM unit in there for. And of course you can repair some of the other stuff if you need to, but I just stick with the cockpit canopy repair. That's the main thing that goes all the time while I'm fighting and stuff, so that takes care of that. So as I say, that's my build purely for doing Cyclops Thargoids. It will do scouts at a push, but it's a little bit dodgy. You've got to be close with the shard cannons for it to work. I hope that's of some use to you. I've been Commander Pausanias, and travel safe, travel far.